I believe anyone can become decent at a skill if they put the time and effort into it.
It looks like a sausage. He looks like he's gonna sell you crack. We're trying to bring this back to life.
What's up everyone? I hope you're doing well in quarantine. So what I'm doing is I am starting a series called Learning with Alvin, where I am going to learn different skills and then see how good I get. First thing I'm gonna learn is how to draw. To be able to picture something or see something and then draw it decently so people understand what it is. Almost to be like a Pictionary master. The first thing I did was a baseline test. I drew a person, an animal, something I saw, and Pikachu because who doesn't like Pikachu? I'm gonna do a baseline test. So if I were to draw a person, I'll draw myself. I should probably get a neck. This is not me, this is gonna be someone else. I don't know. You know, it could be me. It's not that bad actually. Yeah, look at that. Look at that. Wait, maybe if I, boom, look at that. Look at that guy. He's happy. I need to draw an animal. I memorized the way someone drew one. And now I can recreate a turtle pretty easily. But if I were to draw, I don't know, a dolphin? Maybe they have like lips. Yeah, like dolphin lips. Something looks weird. Maybe from a fin. This is the whole point of like learning to draw. Is because I can't draw. Oh, this is looks like a sausage. A deformed sausage. I will sketch something I see. Sketch this. I had a bunch of pens. Bought school supplies when I studied abroad in Spain. And this is some leftover erasers. It's a snail. How cool is that? Oh man, this is gonna be tricky. Look at that. These hashes are pretty cool. Okay, last thing I need to draw is Pikachu. What does his eyes look like? I think they're just circles. He looks like he's gonna sell you crack. Hey kids, you want some drugs? He's the darker Pikachu. Maybe I'll do it the smiling way, you know? He was an angry Pikachu, now he's a happy Pikachu. Me, but not me. If it looks good, then it's me. If it looks bad, then it's someone else. Turtle that I always knew how to draw. Sausage, dolphin, pencil case. Once angry, but now happy Pikachu. Okay, so the results are in. As you can see, my drawing level is about the equivalent to like a 5th grader. I am a grown man. I should be able to draw better than this. I definitely want to improve on this. So this is my baseline, and let's see how much better I can get at drawing. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to learn, according to the YouTube videos, is I need to draw some shapes. If you master the basics like shapes, they kind of build into everything. While I'm drawing shapes, let me tell you a story. Ever since I was young, even in elementary, I was terrible at art. I would spend 5-6 hours on a project just coloring and trying to make it look nice. I would hand it to the teacher and they would say to me, Alvin, this looks really rushed. And then there'd be this art student who would spend maybe like 20-30 minutes before class creating the project, and the teacher would love what they did. Like, this looks so nice, here's an A, you did so good. And I've had enough. I'm still jaded from this experience, so I'm going to learn how to draw. So yesterday I was working on drawing some shapes. So I drew some squares, some triangles, some circles, some ellipses, some cubes, some cones, some cylinders. I'm not very good at cylinders, so I started to lose hope. So today I'm going to sketch shapes, so I'll try that and see where it takes me. It's okay, you're getting better. If you hear that, it's my brother playing video games and he's yelling. But we're in quarantine, you can't really film anywhere else. I have made progress. I mean, it is better when you sketch, you know, you take your time, you kind of draw out little lights, you know, you're not sure if you're gonna commit. It's like modern dating, you know? Most people aren't sure they're gonna commit, they're gonna see how it forms, and then they jump in and commit. So they do look a little bit better than before. I think it took me like 20 minutes to draw these shapes, so it does take a lot more time, but I guess you're more accurate if you take your time with it. Today I'm gonna try to work on shading, as I've seen in some videos. It's not bad. Knowledge is power. That's what I'm learning. Everything has some principles and rules. If you just learn them, you could probably learn anything. He also drew a soccer ball, so I might as well do that. He said to trace. Look at that. Nice circle. Yeah, I'm gonna reference the video. I rewatched the video. He did not color the middle. He colored the top. The light would hit the center. I'm gonna try to redeem what I did. This looks like a house. So I'm doing something wrong because I can't do this by myself. It's not a house. It's like curved. I'm going to start again. The eraser is the key. Clearly don't sports. Okay, I think I can do this. Wait. How do you connect it? I didn't practice pentagons, so I don't know how to draw a pentagon. If it was a square, man, I'd be nailed, done, over, easy. But it is not the case. It's an artsy soccer ball. It represents how I feel, disjumbled. It is day 4 of learning how to draw. Yesterday I shaded this soccer ball or volleyball or whatever it is. I mean, it's not bad. It is an improvement from where I was before. So today we're gonna take it a little more low-key. I'm gonna watch this video. I saw this TED Talk in my suggested about why people believe they can't draw and how to prove them wrong. I'm not gonna show the video because copyrights, but I will give it a go. And if you want to check out the video or any other videos I've been using to learn how to draw, they're in the description below so you can learn to draw as well. That man was delightful. And if you look here, I actually drew some nice cartoons. He explains how to do it really simply. I would recommend watching it. It just explains the whole premise of this show, that you can learn anything because all the resources are online, and if you put the time, you have the commitment, you can figure this out. It is another beautiful cloudy day. Just to recap, I continued doodling and trying other variations, and I made this really cool snowman. Yesterday, one of my coworkers had a workshop about making comics of just, you know, mundane things during quarantine, just a way to ease stress. So today I am going to work on my shapes and my shading. So yesterday I was working on just, you know, sketching and building things with shapes. So I kind of lost hope with this hand. It was a little frustrating. I tried to make this tripod with my phone. I tried a chair like the tutorial. And then I tried to make this H4n Pro, which is what I am using to record my audio. I thought it was cool because there's a lot of buttons and you can have a lot of shapes in there. So I tried giving that a go and it turned out okay. So in another video, I saw this guy, he said, for beginners, you can try making a grid, right? I drew them really light, and then you can break down an image in a grid. So in his tutorial, he drew Olaf. I'm going to use the same image. You can see it right here. I don't know. Let's just give it a go. Okay, so I finished sketching him, and now I'm going to fill it out and make the lines a little darker. So this is when the magic really starts to happen. You'll be able to see the outline that I made. Look at that! We got Olaf. He looks actually pretty good. The technique is to use these grids to kind of line things up, create an outline, and then you just trace over it, and then bam, you got it. But it's quite interesting that, and quite exciting that I was able to draw this, coming from where I was before to drawing this in a week is pretty exciting. You just kind of need the guidance, the techniques, and the principles, and then you kind of learn skills and get better at them. Ta-da! I'm actually super pumped about this because I can't draw normally, but this tutorial just breaks it down. So I'm pretty happy with this. It looks pretty nice. I noticed when I was redrawing, I missed the lines of his face, but otherwise, pretty happy. This wraps up week 1. So tune in next week while I continue this journey of learning to draw. Share it with your friends if you like this video. Don't be afraid to learn something because, hey, it can be a lot of fun. See you next time.